TV. I am in Ligonier, Pennsylvania today. I stopped in Latrobe for, well, they had their Banana Split Festival this weekend, but today was they had finished it up, but I did stop and get a famous banana split at their Valley Dairy Mart and Cafe, and I thought I'd stop up here at Idlewild Park and give you a little tour. This is kind of a family-friendly park. They have Idlewild and Soak Zone. Soak Zone is a water park, and they just have good family fun rides and refreshments. And like I said, the water park area, they have a real nice kiddie land. If you have small kids, this is a really nice park for you, but a lot of families enjoy it because of the water park. I'll say hello to everyone in a moment because it's kind of sunny, and I know the chat, I can't see it too well. Hello, Penguin Master. Hello, Catherine Wilby. This is kind of like their little midway where they have some games here. Not everything's open because a lot of kids are going back to school, and so a lot of their staff either went back to college or school. Hello, Addiction Mouse. Thank you for joining. If you give me that thumbs up button, it does help out. Please share out the stream if you can. And I'm just going to give you a little quick walk around the park because I will be heading to Kennywood Park tonight. One of the marching bands that the This Our Dreams kids were in, they're actually marching at Kennywood tonight, so I thought I would at least go get a video and send that out to them. But I'm sure some of their friends will probably send them videos too of the band. But they're just going to be marching along. But I'll be going to a couple of their shows later on this band season and football season. But this park, believe it or not, only has this one wooden roller coaster, and then they do have a wild mouse ride. And they had to change the car for this roller coaster because a couple years ago a kid jumped out of it, and so they kind of changed the car for here. But that's called the Rollo Coaster. It's kind of like a kid-friendly coaster. It's not too wild and everything like that. You mean the trolley for Mr. Rogers trolley, or the Daniels trolley, whatever they call it nowadays? Hello, Car Key. Welcome in. Welcome in, Sean Evans. I'm not sure if I'll ride the Mr. Rogers trolley. I'll show it. But I might ride the train, if anything. Just because there's a lot of kids on the trolley and everything like that. But another time I will. Yeah, the Daniels neighborhood. I'll show it. But I probably won't ride it because that's usually a longer line. And I'm not really going to... I've been here for a little bit, for a while here. But I will be heading out to Kennywood. And this is their carousel. I'll just show it. They do have the original organ still attached to it. I'll show it here, but a gentleman just stepped in front of the sign. But I wanted to show the sign for you. As soon as he kind of moves on. But this is who made the carousel here. But by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. And that's kind of a little bit of the history of the carousel here. Okay, yeah, Kennywood's really nice. Right now, they were a family-owned. In fact, Kennywood owns Idlewild Park also. And they also own a park up in Connecticut. This carousel looks like it needs some repainting and stuff. You can see a lot of the paints off of there and everything. But Kennywood does own this, or the corporation that owns Kennywood owns this park and Lake Compounce up in Connecticut. And then they believe they have some other owned parks in other parts. I know over in Dutch Wonderland is owned by the company that owns these parks. My mom's family used to have their family reunions here at Idlewild when we were younger. This is the line for the roller coaster. Unfortunately, it doesn't load a lot of people, and it looks like they only have the one car running. Usually they have two. And this is the Flying Aces. I always like this, even though it'll fly around, but you can kind of control how far you want to go out or whatever. But we'll watch that here because it's going to get ready to go as soon as they get them all set up. They don't have the Wild Mouse running today because, like I said, they have lack of employees, and so they kind of rotate around the different rides. So hopefully next year people will want to get out to work, especially the college kids. These are great summer jobs. I know you work every day and stuff, but they pay pretty good. They give you some nice benefits of free park admission and discounts on different things. Because I know when I worked for the family-owned time, when they owned this, they really had different things for the team members that work for them. So hopefully people, especially the college kids and high school kids, it's not a bad gig because come here and work with your friends, and then you'll be with them all summer. Because that's the way it was for me. I mean, I worked, but all those people I worked with, we hung out most of the summer on our days off. We head to the parks that we could get into for free. And then when Geauga Lake was around, they had a deal where we could go there for free. And at one time, Hershey Park was part of that. So when my family went out to Hershey, I was able to go in free. But this is the Flying Aces. Kind of made like out of a wash tub type thing. And it flies around. I always like this ride. And also, guys, check out our channel because I just did a premiere of my Asian Light Festival visit at the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. Go check that out. It's a really nice display. If you live in Pittsburgh, I know it is a little bit costly. It's extra to the zoo admission, but all you have to do is go in the evenings and go see that and order your tickets online and go. And it's a really neat display. And then even if you're just a couple, it's a nice evening out, especially if you have a bunch of other coupled friends or something. But that's the Flying Aces. We'll walk down towards the water park just to show you it, and then I'll walk around. Also, I won't have a chance to get over there, but they do have a storybook forest area that goes through all the different nursery rhymes and stuff. I might show just a part of that, but it is a very sprawling area. But we'll walk down to the water park area just to show you. And I'm sorry, I will catch up with chat when I get to a shaded area. That's the only thing when the sun goes on there, and I have my screen up as bright as possible. So I'll have to try to figure out something. But I do thank you all for being here because I know there are other streamers out there that are streaming at this time. And I don't, I'm just going to go ahead and show myself. And I just hope you enjoy it. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Check out all our other videos and live streams. And consider subscribing if you're new. But this is the map, and that's the park hours. And these are all the different areas they have of the park. And then I'll show you the map as soon as he kind of goes out of the way. That way we can. But they do have like a guest services. There's a gift shop. They do have picnic pavilions and everything. But this is the map of the park. Sorry, the gimbal was kind of going a little wacky there. And they have a really nice kiddie land. A lot of picnic groups because a lot of people do their picnics and stuff here. Welcome in, Kathy and Randy. Thank you for joining. And there's where like the storybook forest is. And they do have parking lots in these little different areas. So if you're here for a picnic, you might want to be close to the picnic pavilion so you can take your coolers and put them there. Or if you're just parking, there's just some regular parking spots that'll get you closer. And that's the Raccoon Lagoon kiddie area. And then back up there is the water park, which we're walking towards. Oops. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That gimbal just is off balance here. So let me try to get, there we go. I got it rebalanced, sorry. But these are the parks that are in this area. And you can buy a season pass. Here, they have different ones. They do have one now, which I'm probably going to consider for next year, is this Platinum Pass, because then you can go to all those parks. And even if I just come to Idlewild and Sandcastle once or twice, and I do Kennywood, I'll still get my money's worth. My pass this year, I bought for last year, and since they only opened half the season, not even half the season, plus they didn't know if they were going to open. But so I was able to have this year free added on to last year. Even though I did go a couple times last year at the end of the season. And then I went a lot this year. But this is the water park area. Yeah, there is a green swamp area. It used to be really cleaned out there because they had like paddle boats that you could go around there. But this area does get flooded out when they get bad storms.
No, that water looks so dirty. This one looks so cool.
And over in the water park, over in the water parks, they have a wave pool, a lazy river, and then a kiddie area with splash zone. And then they kind of have like a younger kiddie area, but it's for older children, but they're not quite ready for the bigger slides. They have a pirate ship. Yeah, I don't think that kid knew I was live because he's just like, oh, it stinks there. But used other words. But it's always quite crowded over there because a lot of locals will use this as their local swimming hole. They used to have, in the town of Ligonier, there was a pool called the Ligonier Beach, and that has since closed. And I think because of the pandemic last year and then just some different structural stuff, and maybe somebody offered to buy the land off of them to build something else there, they decided to close. But it was a really nice pool. They had one like that out by where I live, Mineral Beach, and they did the same thing, close. But I think they're going to tear it down and put up houses and stuff, unless the church above it bought the land. But it was a really nice pool. But a lot of the locals here, you buy their season passes here because they do offer some good prices on season passes, especially like on Black Friday and stuff to get. And, you know, if you live here locally, you come here almost every day, you're getting your money's worth, just like if you were living somewhere else by a park. I'm not going to show too much of the water park just because it's kind of weird having everyone in their bathing suits and stuff, but just to give you an idea, they have like racer slides, inner tube slides, body slides, the lazy river, and the wave pool. And then they do have refreshments and a gift shop if you need it, and changing rooms. And then they do. They used to have like an old-fashioned swimming pool, but they took that out to put in the wave pool. But I'll just give you a little bit of an idea. Then we'll walk over to the Raccoon Landing just to walk through there real quick. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have the lazy river up and running. That's probably why the wave pool area is pretty crowded. But that's where the lazy river area is. And then they do have an area over there where they dump the water on top of you with the buckets and everything. But we'll walk through the Raccoon Lagoon. We'll take the back way in. I know I'll probably just walk kind of quickly through this area because I know at Kennywood they really don't want you filming the Kittyland quote kid area. And they do have an announcement like at a Kennywood. Right down below is the Loyal Hannah Creek, and they will get bad storms that come through here in Westmoreland County, and this will flood. It's low right now, considering that there's been pretty bad storms coming through here almost every night last week. And some of the sections you'll see the fish, but this is kind of low. In fact, there is a fish kind of looked like he got stuck in the rocks. And the area where Ligonier and Latrobe were St. Vincent's colleges, and that's called like the Laurel Mountain area. So if you ever visit Pennsylvania, you're pretty close to like Seven Springs. That's about a half hour away. But there's Flight 93 is about another 45 minutes up the road on Route 30. And even in downtown Ligonier, they have the Diamond, which is a shopping area. And the Diamond area is like they do a lot of festivals and stuff. And also in Ligonier, they have Fort Ligonier for all you like Civil War or French and Indian War history buffs. So you can go through the Fort Ligonier. Back here, they have a baseball field, or they did like a softball field. But I know in years past, they've had different shows back in there over in this area here. It was like a ball field, but now they sometimes will set up different shows and things back in there in the past. And I know over Memorial Day, I believe it was, they used to have like the Civil War reenactors, and they would set up camp here. I don't know if they'll get back to all that when times are back to the new normal. So, but they're slowly bringing back different things. I know here at the 4th of July, Idlewild actually had fireworks, but Kennywood did not. So they just picked and choose what parks. But they have a lot of different kid rides. I'm just going to quickly walk through here to the train station. But they have like the old-fashioned pumping scooters, as you can see. And the old trolley train things where you make it go yourself. This is my favorite, the Ricky's Racers. They're like little cars, turnpike cars. They have like a little gas station for the kids to walk through and get in on the car. Now line's on because they don't have too many cars on the track. They used to have a ride like this at Kennywood, but they took that out to put in some other things for kids. But that's what one of the cars looks like. It looks like it needs repaired, new tires. And they only actually have 2 cars. Usually they have about 5 or 6 or 7 of them running around here. So looks like they need to update their cars. And it's called Ricky's Racers, and Ricky is the mascot. He's a raccoon. Then they have like airplanes, motorcycles, they have bumper cars for the kids. There's like a little trolley ride, boats. And I'm not going to show too much of that because I know at the other parks they've had that. Sorry about that. That gimbal does not want to cooperate. Well, we'll go to the little train station. It's actually a steam train. And I'll show you the Mr. Rogers trolley, but now it's like Daniel and Friends trolley. I don't know if it's, I think it's up and running because I thought I heard the whistle earlier. But that kind of loads slower because they can only put so many people on the trolley itself. And they do have like a kids gift shop where you can find kids clothing and some other types of gifts. I'll show you what one of the trolleys look like for the Daniels. For anybody that has grandkids or kids at that age that watch Daniel and Friends. But you can see one of them coming in. And it used to be Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, but they updated it to Daniel's to make it more relevant to the kids. And for all you who don't know, Fred Rogers actually grew up around here in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. And they have like a nice little park dedicated to him at the beginning of the Latrobe city limits. But that's the trolley over there. And like I said, it takes a while for all those families to go through. And if I ever maybe come back sometime next year or something, maybe I'll video the ride itself or come back later at a time when it's not as busy. But I'm going to go ahead and wait for the steam train to go. And then I'm going to wait for the next one to come through. Because it looks pretty full. And all it does is kind of go through the little forest over to the Frontierland. So we'll just wait. I'll wait. And yeah, it's just me. Okay. Sure, no problem. Thank you.
Welcome.
We'll be way in the back. But this is the tree. I'm glad there was one face forward seat. Not that that bothers me going backwards, but at least then you can kind of see the train and where we're going. And there's like the trolley ride over there.
All right, folks. Welcome aboard the Raccoon Landing. Making our way from the Raccoon Lagoon station to Hood Hall. For your safety, please remain seated with all hands, arms, legs, feet, noses, and toes inside train at all times. Just a reminder, all parents and guardians are responsible for making sure their children remain seated at all times. Please do not leave your seat until the train comes to full speed stop and the train attendant tells you it's okay to exit. Also, there'll be no eating, spitting, drinking, smoking, spitting, or throwing anything or anyone from this here train. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your ride.
Yay!
And if you want, you could do the full circle. I'll probably get off at Frontierland to show you that part. And there might be lag going through the forest here, because like I said, there is a forest. You will see some of the displays for the Daniel ride.
Oh yeah, that's Daniel.
But that's the rest of the Kittyland area.
Having fun? I am. Are you having fun?
There goes the Daniels.
Everybody rave to Daniel's neighborhood, Strolling.
All right.
They always feel like a good way. Cools them down too once in a while.
But there's the trolley. Looks just like the trolley on Mr. Rogers or Daniels. And there's the tunnel to go to Make Believe.
Having fun? Are you having fun? Look, yeah, Daniel Tiger be here pretty soon?
Now you'll probably see King Friday's castle through the woods there. You'll see King Friday the 13th's castle. He just had his birthday this month with Friday the 13th. And there's the castle.
Welcome to Idlewild Woods Resort. We have several buildings that accommodate you and your family or more.
And then the rest is just going through the forest over to Frontierland.
That walk by.
And there's more of the display.
Sometimes you might see Bambi and Mom.
There's Mr. McFeely.
And there's a cabin.
If you're wondering where the showers and bathrooms are, I'll let you know.
There's another cabin along here.
What'd you say, Magdalene? Are you tired? Well, we're going to ride some more.
There's Daniel's clock right there.
You want to go fishing? Did you hear her?
This is what he meant whenever you could rent the cabins.
Coming up on your left is the party that's family oriented. It has full whole house air.
And there's the bathrooms for renting the cabins.
Just step across the way and there's the bar and everybody gets back.
Yeah, it gets pretty swampy here, especially when the heavy storms come through here. And I will say, I have been through this area where I live. It might not come through here, the storms, but down here it does. That's the Loyal Hannah Creek.
Let's see if we can see fish in the river.
And like I said, over there is the Storybook Forest. And I think they have a gift shop over that area too. And you walk through the book there into Storybook Land. Then they have an area called the Jungle Gym where you can climb and stuff.
Alright, folks, we're coming up to the Raccoon Beach Hall Station. Y'all see the exit here. You need to wait. All the attractions, the main purpose for the parking lot, A, B, C, and D. Now, for your safety, please remain seated. Do not exit trains until you are safe to do so. Again, please do not stand up or untouch your trains until it is safe. On behalf of the engineer, Chris, myself, Dean, thank you for riding the Royal Limited. Enjoy the rest of your day here at Idlewild and Soapstone.
Yay! Are we having a good time today? What, honey? You have fun? She's asking if you have fun.
And there is the Frontierland over in that area. They do have a log flume ride, but they don't have it open. It might be open later or might not get open today. That area is like a little food court where you can get potato patch french fries, which is fresh cut potato fries. And then they have a fun house type of thing that does optical illusions.
Okay, we're here. We can either get out here and walk to.
Alright, folks, sit next
Right.
to the train, mind your head, and watch your step. Next is
Isn't
towards
this,
the rear of the
isn't this
train.
where Oh, then we gotta make
Sorry about that. Dropped my cord. Thank you. And this area is closer to the picnic. And like I said, Storybook Forest. This Confusion Hill, that's where you go into the house and it has all kinds of optical illusions. But they've been rotating people, so right now it's not open. But it does have all kinds of optical illusions and stuff, so it's pretty neat. It's kind of hard to walk through there because they have one area that you're kind of walking up on a sort of a hill. And in this area, like I said, you can get the potato patch fries. I think they have some barbecue in there. And they do have a general store, gift shop. And this is like the mining area here. And you can go in the general store and buy your bag of dirt and see what type of gems you end up. I'm just going to set you right here for a moment. I just need to fix something. And I'm sorry that the gimbal's like going all over the place. We'll take a quick look around the general store. And they're just like any other place where they sell t-shirts, mugs, hats, all kinds of other little souvenirs. Sometimes they have beach towels here because they have the pool. A lot of hats, silly hats and stuff. So, plush. You can buy the gemstones. And then they have different, this is where you can buy the dirt and then go out to the mining thing. The gemstone fossil guide. That's always fun. I know kids like stuff like that. They just have regular creative toys and stuff. But, you know, if your kid hasn't won anything, and pick up something. There's a Mr. Rogers Trolley Bank. That's kind of cute. There's a llama plush. And then they have t-shirts and stuff. We'll go over to the other side there. And you can design your own gemstone necklace. There's rock candy. I always like the rock candy. And this is kind of where the adult wear and different things. They have some mugs up there. And they're having a summer sale, 50% off. I know I bought a bunch of $5 t-shirts from Kennywood. Might have to take a look through here and see. That would make them $10.99 for an Idlewild shirt. And then they have bucket hats up there with straps. Dream catchers. Oh, let's go back out here. And more shirts. And like I said, at Kennywood, they had a lot of their shirts were $5. And then they did switch it to some other things. There's a ride called the Howler. It spins you around, plus then your little car spins around too while you're flying around in the air. We'll go take a walk and watch it. And I do thank everyone for watching all of our videos and live streams and joining us. We are AJC Magic TV. My name is Amy. And for the time being, until we get down to Orlando and go around Walt Disney World and all the other parks, Universal, SeaWorld, we will be showing you in and around Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia, and sometimes New York, because we're planning a trip up to Niagara Falls. At least the Niagara Falls, New York side for a day trip. And we've been getting lots of views, so I do thank all our viewers and subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed yet, check out our videos, consider subscribing, and hit that notification bell because you don't know when we go live or drop a video. Hello, John. Welcome in. This ride is called the Howler. The Howler. And it kind of spins around, plus then spins its own car. And I am at Idlewild Park in Soak Zone. It is in Ligonier, Pennsylvania, outside of Latrobe, Pennsylvania. And Ligonier has some historical sites that you can go visit. And it's probably about a half hour away from Donegal, Pennsylvania, and Seven Springs Ski Resort area. But they also have a golf center, and they actually really fixed it up nice where they have some of those, I can't think of it right now, the craze that everybody likes, the where you walk along the rope trails and stuff like that at Seven Springs too. I just can't think of the name right now, what those are called. But where you kind of walk through all of the different stuff and then glide down the wires. And this park, like I said, originally its Storybook Forest was separately in an Idlewild Park, and then when Kennywood, the Kennywood company bought it, they combined everything, and then they put in an area where like they have a ropes course and stuff for the kids to climb and things like that. And then they fixed up the pool area and made it a water park. So, and then the Kennywood family sold it to a corporation, which now they run, and they own a few other parks in and around the country and world. And this area that we're walking into is called the Old Idlewild section because that's where most of the family rides and everything are. And there's the spider ride. This ride I cannot ride at all. You bounce around and spin around like crazy. I'm not too good on spinning rides. And even the spider ride as a young kid, it wasn't really a favorite of mine. But it's weird because I could ride the Tilt-A-Whirl and some other things, but this ride just does not cut it for me. It's kind of a slow loading one because you have to load each octopus arm or the spider arm. And you can see Kennywood used to have one of these called the Monongahela Monster. And they usually have shows, and you could sit on that hill there, and they have stage shows right over in there. There's the balloon ride, and then over there is the scooters and the paratrooper, and then they have a roundup ride in the background. But this is the spider. They used to have a Ferris wheel here too. But that's since gone because it used to sit right here. So I don't know what other type of plans they'll have for the park. Probably once things get back up and running normally, hopefully they'll put some time into getting some different rides and things. And if you're looking to where Idlewild Park is, it's on the Lincoln Highway, Route 30. It's Route 30, and they used to call it the Lincoln Highway, and they still kind of do call it the Lincoln Highway in some spots. It's a scenic road. You could actually take that Lincoln Route 30 towards the Flight 93 Memorial if you're looking for other things to do and see in the area, or you can take 7-Eleven down to Donegal, and they have a zoological park there, and Seven Springs Resort, ski resort, and Hidden Valley, there's a ski resort there, and golf centers. But here's some bumper cars. Then they do have some refreshment stands where you can get your cotton candy, popcorn, Pepsi. They sell Pepsi products here. Then they also have hot dogs and hamburgers and some other treats there. There's the balloon ride. That's kind of like the ride if you have ever seen that Inside Out ride at Disneyland. That's what the balloon ride's like. Yeah. Miles, you be careful.
Yeah, some clean service is 30. And then 7.
And they have a guest services, a few restrooms around and everything. Right now it's just loading up all the rides, or I'd show you a working ride, but everybody's getting loaded on to the different rides around me. But there goes the spider ride, hopefully. Yeah, there it goes. We'll zoom in on the spider ride. I don't know if any of you have ever ridden the spider before, or a form of that. They might have called it the octopus ride or something else. I know at Kennywood they called it the Monongahela Monster because of the Monongahela River right down below. But that's the spider ride. I'll probably go live later for the Fall Fantasy Parade because I'm going to leave here and head to Kennywood Park to catch the Fall Fantasy Parade. I may go live. If not, I'll probably have a video. But you probably won't get a notification because I did a premiere of the Asian Light Festival from the zoo, from the Pittsburgh Zoo and PPG Aquarium. I did that earlier today, so check that out if you haven't already. And of course, I went live now, and so I might not get that notification out.
You always have to be the loudest one around.
The balloon ride should be going here soon. It's called the Balloon Race. We'll stand right here. That way nobody can. Yep.
Oh, shit, I don't even know if I can do that.
And they have a scrambler, a carousel. And I know they used to have a whip ride. I'm not sure if it's over here anymore or not. I know I saw that they had moved another ride that was back here to another point. And that's the parachute ride there. But this is the balloon race ride. Yeah, it looks like they took out the whip ride. It used to be back down in here. Sorry. And that's the roundup ride. But the whip used to be back here, but they took that out, it looks like. There we go. Here's a little history on that's a little bit of history of Idlewild there. And they have a fish pond. There's another gift shop over there. They're having a sale. They sell funnel cakes. There's the whip, the scrambler. And then the wild mouse sits back there, but it's not open at this point. I'm not sure if they'll have some employees come in and open. The park is only open till 7, so. And that's the fish pond. Your kids can go fish and win a prize. And then that's another gift shop. The funnel cake, and then they sell cones with strawberry and ice cream. And then, like I said, there's the scrambler ride. And we'll walk over to the carousel. And I'll probably go ahead and end the stream at the carousel. But the cyclone cone is at strawberry ice cream cone, and it's a homemade waffle cone, and funnel cakes are sold there. And then there's some other games along here. And the Tilt-A-Whirl. It looks... But that's the Wild Mouse ride in behind there. And the cars actually look like a mouse. A car. Sorry about the up closeness. I didn't realize that. Do apologize. But yeah, the Wild Mouse ride actually looks like a little mouse car. And it does whip you around pretty good. It doesn't spin like Goofy Sky School or that Primeval World did. It just straight goes down and really whips around those bends. And there's the Ace, Flying Aces airplane ride, and the water park's down that way. I like the Flying Aces. That's a fun ride. I always enjoyed that. My only problem is being short. Sometimes it's hard to get off and have to jump to the ground there because it's a little bit off the ground. That's the thing for this Rollo Coaster that I'm showing you over here. They actually have a weight limit on there, so you and your maybe small child can ride it. Otherwise, a lot of times you'd have to ride it by an adult would have to ride it by themselves for the 265-pound limit. But then you also have to be a certain weight to ride it and be certain tall to ride it with an adult too. Because they did have a kid kind of snuck on there and he kind of jumped out of there a couple of years ago, so they changed the car around. But this is the Carousel, and it's made by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company. Hello, Candy Mom. Thank you for joining in. We're just gonna get ready to, I'm glad you stopped in, but I'm getting ready to go ahead and end the live stream because I'm gonna be heading to Kennywood Park to catch their Fall Fantasy Parade. One of the reasons why I'm going is hopefully Jeff and Angela will catch the live stream or catch the replay, but I'm sure a lot of their friends will probably send it out too. But the little green machine that Abby and Zach used to be in will be marching at Kennywood tonight. I'm sure it's bittersweet, and they're on their new adventures for school, but it'll be pretty cool to see their friends there and bittersweet at the same time. And if they watch the live stream, that's great. But I'm sure some of their other friends are probably sending them pictures and videos and stuff too. But I also know some other kids that are in the Lafayette band, so. But I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. So I do thank everyone for joining this afternoon. I'm not sure later if I go live during the parade. Just check out. I know tons of people go live later on at 6 and 7 and 8 o'clock, like Pete McDevitt, and I know sometimes VP and Kelly and the Mickey Bunch usually sometimes goes live, and just other people in the parks for the fireworks and everything. And Monarch Moments, I'm not sure if they're going live tonight, but check out, make sure you hit the notification bell and I'll probably go live for the parade later on this afternoon. So I will see you all in the chat. Hello, Garrett. Don't forget to also check out my Asian Festival live stream or video that I did earlier. It was just getting kind of noisy and a lot of people there. So we'll go stand over by the roller coaster. But this was Idlewild Park in Latrobe, or Ligonier, Pennsylvania. Latrobe's really only about 5-10 minutes up the road. And I just showed it around, so I do thank you. Let me get into the shade here. That's one of the reasons why I picked the pavilion there, but it got real crowded up there. Yeah, thank you, Garrett. But I do thank everyone who joined. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing. I'm Amy of AJC Magic TV. We go live in and around Pennsylvania, Ohio, West Virginia. When we get down to Disney World and Orlando, we'll be going live or various videos from around the parks and the area of Orlando. So I do thank everyone. And like I said, catch me later at Kennywood Park. And have a great night and see you in the chats, everyone. And that's the Rollo Coaster. They kind of loaded slow these days too. Ah, thank you. Gabe would like these, Garrett.
The air conditioner ride.
Oh, you're welcome.
People be complaining about this.
Have a great night, everyone, and I will see you in the chat.